Hello everyone and welcome back to An Uncertain Future. Before we part ways with the story for now and close off the chapter for season 1 for a while, here a little sneak peek to the TsukiYamaKageHina storyline within this story. Please don't hate me after this. Yeah. Warning angst. Let's go! The ginger was on his way home, with a slowly growing guilt nagging him in the back of his mind. Just like with Kenma, the feeling of his mates through their bond got increasingly stronger again the closer he got to home, until 20 minutes from the house where he had to stop the car for a second to take a breath. Tadashi's anxiety was overwhelming. With a sigh, he let his head fall against the steering wheel. Damn. I'm an idiot. He didn't exactly regret what he did. Of course not. But if he could have at least had the mind to take his phone with him, they could have called him and he could have told them that everything was alright. He chuckled to himself. From the outside, it must have looked totally crazy how he sat here in the car in the middle of an empty road in the middle of the night. The fact that he internally prepared to get scolded as soon as he set foot in the house again didn't exactly improve the situation. He deserved it though. Through their bond, he could tell that neither of them was asleep anymore, and all of them felt worry, concern, annoyance, and anger to a certain degree. Damn it. He took another deep breath to soothe his nerves. Not that he could do much about the feelings spreading from their bond mark, but he had to stay focused. Honestly, he was proud of himself that everything went so smoothly, even though it was rushed, and throughout his ride back home, the weather had gotten terrible. Hinata wasn't usually the one to drive, since he rarely needed the car for himself, but he had his license and refreshed his memory with small trips occasionally. Nothing as expansive as today, so he was proud, almost giddy, that it went so well. That, however, was overshadowed by the still growing anxiety in the back of his mind. He worried his bottom lip between his teeth and held onto the wheel more tightly. Don't worry, Tadashi. I'm almost there. He wished he could send his thoughts that way as well, and not just his feelings. It was as if a light bulb went on in his mind. As long as he wouldn't let their feelings affect him, they knew he was fine, because now that he could feel them again, they could too. He shifted his focus back again to more pleasant things to stay happy. He could apologize and feel sorry when he was back, but for now, he had to reassure them. His thoughts strayed to all the fun he and Kenma had recently after he had gotten better. The Mario Kart games in the morning, and how he would kick Kageyama's ass. Never Kenma's though. He thought about how cute Yamaguchi looked when he slept in Kageyama's arms, and Tsukishima's warm smile when the alpha looked at all three of them playing. A warm feeling spread throughout his chest and nerves, flooding his veins and warming his heart. It could only be described as love, affection, contentment, and, well, simply put, happiness. He was happy with them, and nothing in the world would take this away from him. Not even their wrath at his stupid antics. He laughed again. This time far more genuine and boisterous, as it was natural for him. Kenma was with his mates again, and he would be too, soon. No time for sorrow now. He blinked suddenly against blinding light. What in hell? A car had joined him on the road behind him. He hadn't even noticed it, too lost in thoughts. At first, he assumed that their lights must be broken, but when his eyes slowly adjusted, he had to realize with horror that they were just driving incredibly close. He gulped, ordering himself to stay calm. No need to panic. The road around them was empty. If the driver of the other car was in a hurry, he could just pass him. Maybe if he drove a little bit closer to the sidelight. A loud crash echoed through the otherwise silent area. Everything happened incredibly fast, and Hinata didn't even have the time to process what was going on. He desperately tried to get the vehicle under control and stop it, but the rain made the road a slippery slope. And before he knew it, the metal construct that was currently his death trap tipped over into the ditch at the side of the road. He went from being thrown against the door to hanging upside down, only held by his seatbelt. Everything was blurry. It hurt. Even breathing hurt. He could feel a strange liquid running over his skin, but couldn't tell if it was blood or rain leaking in from the outside. All he knew was that it hurt, that he felt nauseous and couldn't breathe. A cough tore through his body, filling his mouth with the same strange liquid, and this time he was certain it was blood. He could taste the bitter mix of iron and copper, could feel it burning in his nose. No. His voice was gone as his throat got coated with a thick red liquid. It felt as though he was drowning in it, as if it was suddenly everywhere. Even if it was, he couldn't tell. He could barely distinguish light from dark anymore. All he knew was that it got increasingly darker. And with a sigh, his thoughts vanished, as if they fell apart. Thank you so much for watching to the end. I hope you liked this part. I know it was really short, but it was only meant to be a sneak peek. Don't be too mad at me for ending it here. Please still leave a like on this video. It would mean a lot to me and obviously motivate me to make like the next parts very, very soon. Also, tell me under the pinned comment what your favorite quote was from this video, and if you don't want to miss out on the next parts, subscribe. Special thanks to my nerdy neckos for helping and supporting this channel so much. If you also want to support me by becoming a nerdy necko, you can click the join button under this video, or I don't know, check out some of my other social media. Even better, the other videos in the end card. And now I hope you have a wonderful and amazing day. Bye!
Wake up early, gonna rise with the sun. Step 2, get some good, some food in you. Step 3, think real hard about what you wanna be. Step 4, everybody just do your thing.
Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be